You hear me? First of all, after all this mess, I want to introduce my brother who showed up in the back, Marine Corps war hero and retired deputy sheriff in Louisa County.
I didn't get blamed for his lack of presentation.
I want to thank Bruce Gray for giving me his device to work, because mine didn't. I promise you I did check this thing out at lunch and it did work. But I'm not going to be able to show you some of the other stuff I wanted to do. But this whole project is to show you a beautiful calendar that I made originally for my mother-in-law. And I have three colored copies that you can look at. And I'm not going to be able to show you on the slides. Tom Browder from Northwest Florida and retired GI. I've been using Linux and Perl for about over 20 years. I was never an official paid programmer, but I had to do tools for the stuff we used to do. And Perl 6, Perl 6 is, I think I said, the Perl that I wanted when I was getting paid. And so I'm all over it now. And to, I guess, quote Larry Wall, Perl 6 is the last language I intend to learn. And my favorite hobby is supporting Perl 6 development and docs and everything. And here's where I was going to break for some slides. I'm going to show you that I started Northwest Linux User Group down in Niceville, Florida, 2014, about the same time I started discovering Perl 6. And I also started the Niceville Perl monitors. And I'll show you that our website, except when you look at the members, I'm the only one. But we were honored in, because of the name, Moritz Lentz, on the Perl 6 dev team, picked Niceville as the name of the pre-Christmas release of Perl 6, and our mayor is very happy about that. The other thing I would show you is that seem like I'm the only Perl person in an oasis in a desert, and our part of Florida is beautiful. We have the most beautiful beaches in the world, depending on whose list you look at, and so I had a picture of that to entice you to come our way. Back to the project, this was, as I said, it started with my late mother-in-law, then for my wife, and then for the public. The other slide I was going to show is one thing we have in our area, not a whole lot of Perl programmers, at least they'd admit it, but we do have a Northwest Florida computer tech. We've had it for about 10 years, 11 years now at Northwest Florida State College. I've been active in that, and I always go on there, and I'm the geek in the tent that's trying to pitch Perl and Linux all the time. And it's amazing how many people we do get in the audience sometime, but then I never see them again. With all this, when I used to be working, I was introduced to, I heard about Perl in 1987. Unfortunately, I didn't start using it until 93. But since then, I started out with Perl 4, and I was late getting Perl 5, but I programmed in Perl 4, then 5 eventually, and then now, that's all I do is Perl 6. This project is gradually moving to Perl 6. In the process, I hope to clean up the code a little bit. So I started the project in 1999. It's been continuously improved since. And I only hit it about once a year somewhere in the fall when my wife starts egging me to get the calendar for next year so she can start filling in January, February, and March. At the last Computer Tech presentation, I introduced that calendar, and I invited people to send me their input files, and I'll make a calendar for you. The code is not ready for the public yet, and most of my audience couldn't use it anyway, but you guys probably could. I said the code is still ugly, but it's getting better. When I first started this thing out, it was like an old fighter pilot. You go get into the business and do the work and get out fast. And as I've matured, I've started slowing down a little bit and trying to make it neat, maintainable, etc. I have we have 3 of these color productions, thanks to Dawn and the Perl Foundation folks here. And I have 2 black and white if you want to look at it closely. When you produce this PDF, then I take it to Office Depot, and I get it printed with clear cover, spiral binding so I can hang it on the wall, like so, and then a black cover, and and then they do that. The price goes up every year. Right now it's about $15, last time I did it. And when you see at the slides, you can see my session for the last year's, or the last Computer Tech, where I have some of the specific files. Here are the features of this calendar that I have right now. It's in color and color-coded by various things. You feed ASCII files, that's the personalization part. There are a lot of other files I have to do semi-manually, and I'm automating that with libcurl, Kurt's libcurl, libcurl. And federal holidays, elder holidays, birthdays, this is a personalization part. Anniversaries also special, personal. Special events, we can do that, and the name is in red. I can't customize that yet. Right now I have the phases of the moon on there for astro people. Season changes, equinox, and the, what's the other one? Thank you. And daylight savings time start stop, so you have to know what time zone you're in. And then the federal tax dates for those who are still paying taxes. Bland features, and this was based on the class I gave when people looked at the calendar, is I want to put data on the facing page. Now I could do that, but my wife is hardcore against it because she uses the white space. So that's been way down on the totem, on the list. But I would like to do that for other people, including myself. I might make my own wall calendar. I want a 3-month view, sunrise, sunset, moonrise, moonset, other astronomical events. Since my son now works at NASA, we're getting more interested in that. And pictures. That was one of the things that people wanted most, pictures, so they could put grandkids, puppies, whatever floats your boat. And then until I go public with the code, I can produce a calendar for you if you want to, but you're going to have to help me and send me basically up to 4 text files, and they're all formatted and I'll discuss them very briefly, but they're on that website link. That's it.